Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting match for you today in the Platinum Ticket Tournament. As you saw from the end of last season, Kaleb Koho has vacated his title, which means the winner of this tournament will be crowned as the new singles champion in this division, which is very exciting. And today, in round one of the tournament, we have a matchup of the number one seed, Matthew Chen, coming off of another fantastic season last year after an impressive season before that in 2022. He's just been solidifying himself as, I think, one of the best players in the game, just in general, regardless of whether or not they have a belt. He's been playing fantastic recently. Brannon has had some bad luck. On the other hand, he's coming in at the number 12 seed, Brannon Dunlap, but we've seen him play some fantastic games before, and I'm sure, like, given the right wheel spin and just like whether or not when he's on, like, he can be really, really tough to face, and I think he can provide a challenge for Matthew Chen today. So I'm excited to see how it goes. And yeah, let's just get right into the pre-match interviews, starting with our lower ranked competitor, Mr. Brannon Dunlap. Brannon, hello. It's your first match of the season today.
Hello, Dylan.
How are you feeling? And
doing great. Thank you so much for all your kind words. I really appreciate how you kind of just bolstered my record there just a little bit. You made me sound a lot better than my record is. So I appreciate that. Super excited to play. I'm super excited to play in another tournament. I seem to be destined to always face the number one seed. This is like the fourth tournament that's happened in a row, either here or Fandom that's happened. So on those losses, I don't consider it a huge loss because I'm playing the first seed. So
yeah, that's true. Well, best of luck to you today, Brannon. We will now
Thanks so much.
Your opponent for this evening, Matthew Chen, along with his manager, Javi Madden. Matthew, it's your first match of the 2024 season, and you're going up against a strong competitor in Brannon Dunlap. Thoughts on the match today?
Yeah, no, I mean, Brannon seems like a great guy. I've never played him before, so I'm excited to play someone new. And just because he's the number 12 seed, I'm not going to count anything out. Anyone can win. So I'm excited.
And I'm here just because Matthew wanted to talk to someone on occasion. So let's do this.
All right. Strong words from one Mr. Javi Madden and Matthew Chen. You'll love to hear it.
All
right. We'll put you backstage for now, Javi. And we'll get into round number one, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. Each player will be asked 8 questions in 8 different categories, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards in 15 seconds or less. Each player has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. And I forgot to mention, if you get all 8 questions right, you will be asked a bonus question. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
No, sir. Good luck, Matthew.
Good luck.
All right. Then your first question will come in the category of animated. What kind of animal is Sid in the Ice Age franchise? What a franchise. I mean, Toy Story? Get out of here with that shit. Fucking Ice Age, motherfuckers. 5. That was way too aggressive. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew first.
I would love to answer human as an animal, but in Ice Age it is a sloth.
And Brandon?
Honestly, after the first one, all the Ice Age movies kind of blur together for me. But Sid's a sloth.
That is correct, sloth. So your next question will come in the category of recent releases. Nora is originally from what country in past lives? This is a lovely film. One of my favorites of last year. Surprised it got all the love it got at the Oscars. Good shit. Love to see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brannon first.
I missed this one, so I took stab in the dark and said Korea.
And Matthew.
I said South Korea.
Oh.
South Korea is correct.
No, I don't know why I didn't put South or North.
Very close. Okay. Unfortunately,
sure.
You can't accept it. Yeah,
that's okay. You're good.
All right. So your next question will come in the category of horror. Who plays novelist Paul Sheldon in Misery? One of my more surprising films that I have not seen. This is a blind spot for me, honestly. I got to check it out.
It's a good one.
You should watch it.
Yeah, this is what I've heard.
That's what you've heard.
Never got around to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew.
James Caan.
And Brannon.
James Caan.
James Caan is correct. So we're 3-2 as we get into your next question, which will come in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. In Demolition Man, what restaurant chain is the only one that is still around after the franchise wars? Oh wow, look at that. They're already writing even
Dude,
before I've done the question. This is crazy.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It's so ridiculously funny.
I haven't seen this one either. Which one should I watch first? Misery or Demolition Man?
Oh, okay. Misery is
5,
probably the better movie,
4,
but Demolition Man's a lot of
2,
fun.
1. Pens down. Noted. We'll go to Brandon first.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
And Matthew?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is correct.
Just wait till you actually see what Taco Bell is in that movie, Dylan.
Yeah.
Just wait.
So your next question will come in the category of romantic comedies. Julia Louise-Dreyfus and James Gandolfini star in what 2010s romantic comedy? I don't know what to say about this question. I don't want to give anything away, so I'll be quiet. Hey, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew first.
Shot in the dark. I just said enough said.
And Brannon.
Man, I can see the poster. I couldn't pull the title.
Enough said is correct.
Hey, well done, Matthew.
Matthew gets the point there. So get into your next question, which will come in the category of directors. Who directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Oh, this one when I was just a wee lad. It's a good film. Good film. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
I really hope, dude, you got to watch that. That's one of those he's got to watch Misery, and you got to watch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Just the first one, maybe the second one, but just the first one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brandon first.
R.I.P. Auntie. You'll know what that is when you watch it. Joe Johnston.
And Matthew?
Joe Johnston.
Joe Johnston is correct. So 6-4. Matthew remaining perfect as we get into your penultimate question in this round, which will come in the category of the 1990s. How specifically do the title characters die at the end of Thelma and Louise? Oh, spoiler alert. That's fine. Everyone knows this. Just kidding. I don't want to say that. What if they miss it? Now I'm going to feel like a dick. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. God damn it. That's why I don't solo host.
You're fine, Dylan. I think it is.
5,
I think it is close to
4,
common knowledge.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Matthew.
I said drive off a cliff.
And Brannon?
That is what I put. Drive off a cliff.
Both are correct. Now here's the situation. If Matthew gets this one correct, he will have a perfect round. So your question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks. What rock band composed the soundtrack for the film Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah,
What a film. This is a classic. Fuck, you know what? I forget about it. Ice Age? No. This movie. This is the one. I know there's a big debate going on which one's better, Maximum Overdrive or Ice Age. It's Maximum Overdrive. I haven't seen it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Add it to the list.
1.
Yeah.
Pens down. We'll go to Brannon.
I went back and forth, and I hope I landed on the right one. I put Metallica.
And we'll go to Matthew.
I had no idea. I just said AC/DC.
That was the other one I was going to pick.
AC/DC is correct.
Come on.
So with that Matthew has a perfect round.
Oh, man. Good pull.
Thank you. That's it's a complete guess.
Now your bonus question, Matthew.
Okay.
In Children of Men, how long has it been since any woman has given birth?
I'm probably going to be like 1 year off.
5,
I'll say 18 years.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And that is correct for the true perfect round.
Oof. All right, I'm sweating now.
All right.
Let's
Then
go.
Coming out of round number 1, I have a Matthew in the lead 9-5. What a way to make a living. I had to do the joke. Sorry. All right. So now we will go into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round. So each competitor will have a chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they will be answering questions in. They'll be asked 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. The categories that they can potentially spin today are Audrey Hepburn, Anna Kendrick, scores and soundtracks, westerns, musicals, comic book movies, biopics, and directors, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. So with that, we will now bring in Matthew's manager, Javi, since you are in the lead, and you can choose to whether or not you would like to spin or defer.
Manager. How you feeling, bud?
I mean, the wheel isn't terrible, but there are a few categories I would rather want off.
Yeah, let's go second.
Okay.
Congrats on the perfect round.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Javi. And this will be your first spin, Brannon.
Yes, sir.
You land on spinner's choice. So which category would you like?
Let's go with Anna Kendrick.
All right. Sounds good. I will put the wheel backstage for now and redo your questions in the category of Anna Kendrick. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Your first question. Anna Kendrick co-stars with Aubrey Plaza in how many films?
Who? I'm going to say 3.
3 is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Jerry's apartment is above what type of establishment in The Voices?
Can I get multiple choice, please?
Yep. Your options are A, movie theater, B, spa, C, bowling alley, or D, restaurant.
I believe it's a spa.
That is incorrect. Matthew, for the 1 point steal, is it A, movie theater, B, spa, or C, bowling alley, or D, restaurant?
Bowling alley.
Bowling alley is correct for the 1 point steal. So, Brandon, your next question. At the end of The Accountant, Dana finds an original painting by what famous painter hidden underneath the copy of Dogs Playing Poker?
Oh, gosh. Oh. Multiple choice. I'll know if I hear it.
Right. Your options are A, Claude Monet, B, Vincent van Gogh, C, Pablo Picasso, or D, Jackson Pollock.
It's a Pollock. Jackson Pollock.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in this category. In what European city is the a cappella world championship held in Pitch Perfect 2?
Copenhagen?
That is correct for 2 points. So now, and that was for the tie game. And now your final question in this category. Who plays race car driver Ramsey Cooper in What to Expect When You're Expecting?
Can I get a multiple choice, please?
Yep. Your options are A, Matthew Modine, B, Bill Paxton, C, Bill Pullman, or D, Dennis Quaid.
I'm going to say Matthew Modine.
That is incorrect. Matthew,
Okay.
for the 1 point steal, is it A, Matthew Modine, B, Bill Paxton, C, Bill Pullman, or D, Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, so coming out of that round, I now have the score, Matthew in the lead, 11-10. So now we'll bring back Mr. Javi Madden as well as the wheel for what will be Matthew's first spin. You unfortunately land on opponent's choice.
Oh,
It's all right, buddy. You got this. Don't worry about it.
wow.
Put Javi backstage for now. And Brannon, you get to choose what category now you would like to give to Matthew.
What are the options again? I'm so sorry.
They're on screen. We got Audrey Hepburn, scores and soundtracks, westerns, musicals, comic book movies, biopics, and directors.
Let's do comic book movies. Why not? Why not?
All right.
Just throw it out there. See if
All
it
right.
sticks.
Okay.
Sounds good. So then, Matthew, your first question in comic book movies. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah. Let's hear them.
2 points. All right. No, that was not your first question. All right. What comic book movie features performances by Carl Urban, Lena Headey, and Domhnall Gleeson?
I'll go multiple choice to be safe.
All right. Your options are A, Dread, B, The Kitchen, C, 300, or D, Red.
Dread.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In X2, Mystique infiltrates the base at Alkali Lake by disguising herself as who?
I haven't seen this in a few years, so I'm gonna go multiple.
All right. Your options are A, Stryker, B, Jean Grey, C, Logan, or D, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, Stryker.
That is incorrect. Brandon, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Stryker, B, Jean Grey, C, Logan, or D, Nightcrawler?
I'm sorry. I cut out. Can I get a repeat of the question? I'll use my repeat. That's fine.
Okay. So your question again. In X2, Mystique infiltrates the base at Alkali Lake by disguising herself as who? And the options are A, Stryker, B, Jean Grey, C, Logan, or D, Nightcrawler.
If it wasn't Stryker, then it was Logan. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question, Matthew. In Batman Returns, how is Selina Kyle nearly killed by Max Schreck at the start of the film?
She falls.
I think we can accept that, yeah, for 2 points. All right, so your penultimate question in this category, Matthew. Who directed Black Widow?
Kate Shortland.
Nice.
That is correct for 2 points. Now, your final question in this category. In Aquaman, what is the name of the location in which Arthur and Mira fight their way through a hard... Sorry, let me try that again. In Aquaman, what is the name of the location in which Arthur and Mira fight their way through a horde of amphibious monsters to reach a wormhole?
I'll go multiple.
Right? Your options are A, the Deep, B, the Reef, C, the Black Coast, or D, the Trench.
The Trench.
That is correct for 1 point. So then coming out of round number 2, I have Matthew in the lead 17 to Brandon's 11. But anything that happens as we get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. So how it will work, each player will get the chance to pick from a predetermined list of categories what they would like for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. We will be drafting the categories back and forth. Matthew will start since he is in the lead. We'll let them pick their categories right now, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. The competitors have picked their categories. So, Brannon, since you are behind, you will get to choose which category you would like first for your 1-pointer.
Okay, 1-pointer. Let's go with recent releases.
All right. So your 1 point question in the category of recent releases. What is the subtitle to the newest installment of the Insidious franchise?
The Red Door.
That is correct for 1 point. But we will stick with you now. So what category now would you like for your 2-pointer?
Let's go with musical.
All right. Your question in the category of musicals. You will find the jazz club Sebs in what musical?
La La Land.
That is correct for 2 points.
La La Land.
Now we will now stick with you for your 3-pointer to tie the game. Would
Okay.
you like actors and actresses or family?
Let's go with actors and actresses. Might bite me in the butt. We'll see.
All right. So your 3-point question in actors and actresses. Who appeared in the films Suspiria 2018, Emma, and Infinity Pool?
Anya Taylor-Johnson? Or Anya Taylor-Joy?
Either way, it would have been incorrect. Unfortunately, we were looking for Mia Goth.
Oh, that was the other one in my head. Okay. All right. Got it.
So here's the situation now. We will stick with Brannon for his 4-pointer in the category of family. If he hits it, he will send it over to Matthew. If not, Matthew will be the winner. So your question in the category of family. In what 2010s family film do we see the main villain disguise himself as a knight, a nun, and a priest to achieve his main goal? Five,
Can you
4.
repeat?
Right, that is your second repeat. In what 2010s family film do we see the main villain disguise himself as a knight, a nun, and a priest to achieve his main goal? Five.
I'll use my
4.
last repeat.
All right, that is your last repeat. In what 2010s film do we see the main villain disguise himself as a knight, a nun, and a priest to achieve his main goal?
I think I'm probably wrong. If I'm wrong, Matthew, great game. Paddington 2.
That is correct for
What?
4 big points.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Good job.
Ooh. I wasn't sure if it was the first or the second one. I was like, oh, God. All right.
Great pull there. Now we will go over to Matthew. So which category would you like for your 1-pointer?
Can you bring Javi in?
So you would need to confer with him through the chat there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll do comic book movies for 1.
All right. Sorry, I should have said that beforehand. Your question in the category of comic book movies. In Daredevil, Matt's father competed in what sport in the film?
No. I'm just going to base it off of comics. Boxing?
That is correct for 1 point and the tie game. So now here's the situation. If Matthew hits any of his remaining 3 questions, he will win. Otherwise, we will be going to sudden death, but too early for that. All right. Which question would you like for your 2-pointer, Matthew?
Animated?
All right. Then your question in the category of animated. In what 2000s animated film... Sorry, hold on. What 2000s animated film features Julie Andrews and John Cleese voicing a king and queen?
Shrek 2.
And your winner, Matthew Chen. Shrek 2 is correct. A very good game all around, though. We'll put Matthew backstage for now. We'll have a little chat with Brannon. It's always weird doing one-on-one interviews, but here we are.
Right?
No manager, no co-host, just me and you, Brannon.
Just me and you, buddy.
Yeah. Listen, man, I know the result wasn't what you were looking for, but hey, you were going up against the number 1 seed, and you pushed him pretty far into round 3. I think you played a phenomenal game overall. Just a really solid performance overall. 18 points, very impressive showing. Thoughts on your performance overall?
I appreciate that. I'm going to be so mad at myself for the Korea thing in round 1. I don't know why I didn't put North or South. Whatever. Also super mad about the Anya Taylor joining Mia Goth because I almost saved Mia Goth. And anyways, I am super excited that I got the Paddington 2 right. I trusted my gut and I went with it. I'm a little disappointed that I got Anna Kendrick, didn't go very far with that. And then I got Spinner's Choice or Opponent's Choice and tried to sign with comic movies, and that didn't work in my favor either. But I love playing the game, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. And congrats to Matthew.
That's fair. Well, we appreciate having you, Brandon. You always have a great attitude and you always bring a great match. Thank you for coming out tonight. We look forward to seeing you come back. We're going to put you backstage for now as we talk to our first place finisher for this evening, on Matthew Chen, as well as their manager, Javi Madden. Matthew, fantastic performance. I mean, you did, it was a spinners and opponent's choice game, and you were still able to fight your way through it. You were able to basically do really well in comic book movies, which was the category that was given to you, and obviously perfect round number 1, true perfect round. Very impressive. Thoughts overall on your performance?
No, I'm really happy about that. I think, I was very, I guessed AC/DC and was able to get to that perfect round. So definitely very happy about that. And then I think I just missed the William Stryker question in round 2 and, was able to, because of the perfect round, I was able to go multiple choice on, my opponent's choice wheel. But I mean, Brannon also, I think he did really well, he might have missed a few Anna Kendrick questions, but I think that 4-point pull was incredible.
Javi?
Yeah, Matthew played great. Brannon played great too, absolutely. But I think Matthew's just got to keep going through this tournament, mowing people down, and we're all really excited for him. And who's next?
Yeah, well, speaking of what is next, so as we said up top, this tournament is to crown the new singles champion. So you're now 1 match away from getting into that 3-person title match. But first, you'll be facing, in order to get into that title match, you'll be facing either the number 4 seed Nick Carley or the number 9 seed Tim Brzakala. So out of those 2 players, who would you like to play?
I mean, I know Tim a bit better, so I think that would be really fun. But I've never played Nick before, so I think I'm okay with either.
Yeah, we love both people. Either one should be great. We're excited.
All right, sounds good. Well, congrats on a great game today. We will put you backstage for now, and I will close this out very clumsily, as I always do. Great match. Great performance from both competitors. I mean, Matthew, again, just like he's proven like in previous seasons to be just like one of the best players to never win a belt. And I think he showed it today, like not knowing a couple questions in round 1, he was still able to pull the perfect round. Phenomenal performance from him. And Brannon, great performance for obviously it was the 1 seed versus the 12 seed, and he made it very, very close, like way closer than the seedings would lead you to believe. So great performances all around. Very excited for both of them. And the match already happened. Thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all later. I'm horrible at these outros. Here's a clip. Bye.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
Bye-bye.